The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here comes Marquez Stevenson now from his end zone.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Jones. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Throwing Jones. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 48-yard line. From the gun, Jones. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel.
So they give up the completion there, but defensively, Charles, you're going up against a quarterback here who's had some moments, but really a lot of ups and downs in the early part of his career. What's the plan against a guy like this?
Well, you want to rattle him first and foremost. Bring some people at him, a couple extra guys in the pocket, see if he can handle it. The second thing, you want to make him think. Show him one look, go to another, disguise a few things, make him throw into what you call your defensive traps, and try to make some good plays on the ball and get a few takeaways.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Looking to throw. Jones. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Now Jones just going to bat this forward on the jet sweep.
And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Jones keeps it himself, and he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll try to run with Sanders. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
To me, that's a terrific run on 1st and goal at the 3. They got 2 yards. I'd line right back up and give it to him again.
Second and goal from the 1. Once again with Sanders. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Miles Sanders, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Well, 1st quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Here we go. 49.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Mahomes going to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. A good pickup there, a 22. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Pretty nice aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now Anderson on the jet sweep. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Here's Mahomes to throw.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line.
41 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Kamara.
A nice little jump. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown.
Alvin Kamara.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. Extra point attempt to follow here. And it's up. It's good. Our score 14-6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty.
Oh, what a juke into space. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Running right, here's Sanders. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Sanders. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a carry for Sanders, and he stopped immediately there.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Wright. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
Now Jones, following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Second and 10. To throw again. Jones. That's swung out wide to Sanders. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. Buying time to his left. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Eric Wilson. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. That ball complete to Isabella. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing now is Mahomes. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 2nd down, Kamara across the 30 to the 31-yard line. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this third down. Mahomes now to throw. He's got his tight end, Anthony Ferkser. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St. Juste. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Here Jones gets it out quickly, complete. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, Jones. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jones. Flush to his right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with an 8-point lead, probably not too much of an impetus to try and do too much here. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So we're at halftime here in Denver with the Broncos leading this one. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
These two teams making their final adjustments before coming out for the second half. And for the call, we go back out to Denver and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Off the play fake, Jones. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain of 32 that time.
A very nice job right there, working the middle of the field, able to create some separation, and then utilize it to not just make the catch, but turn upfield once he got the ball in his hands.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Jones. And Sanders has got it complete. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Got his target, Samuel. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 12-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Sanders. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Miles Sanders with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Jets are within a 2-point conversion of tying this thing up. Nice execution there. Good job by the O-line getting him in for the 2nd time.
And you always have to start with credit there when you're having a big game. I mean, you don't get there by yourself. That's rare. But how about the ability to see the proper holes, pick the proper place to go, and find his way into the end zone?
Jones throwing for it. Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you, because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective, because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, was the one disrupting there defensively. He was able to escape momentarily in the backfield, but you could just kind of tell that wasn't going anywhere.
You know, in the film session, he'll get a minus for not getting him on the ground by himself. But what the coach is really going to analyze, how fast did his teammates get there to help him? If one guy slows him up, everyone else better be there, and that's what they got on that play.
Mahomes' throw here taken in by Isabella.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. On the check down, he finds Kamara. Oh, what a move. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. A give. This is Kamara. Oh, he's got some breathing room. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
87 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Now Kamara. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Cut. 49, 49 the mark, 49 the mark. Come on, let's go.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. Here we go with Kamara. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Just enough push up front. He only needed about 6 inches. He didn't get a whole lot more than that.
No, but he made sure he got enough so they didn't have to worry about measuring it or making it even close. Ends up picking up a couple of yards in a situation, as you noted, where he only needed inches.
49.
Mahomes now on 1st down. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards there on the 1st down screen play.
He's had success running the football, and this is more or less an extension of that because they drop it off to him on the screen. And I'll bet he's thinking to himself, if I didn't have to slow up a bit here in traffic, I could have.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Alvin Kamara with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead.
Stevenson elects not to return it. It's a touchback.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And some room to maneuver. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here. And a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Jones out to the flat, and that's caught. And he's taken down inside the 30. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
They'll run on 1st down. Sanders. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 83 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. 2nd down, back to Sanders. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
On 1st down, it's Sanders. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones. His pass caught at the 4. And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Sanders, and he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Sanders again, and he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Miles Sanders, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. But we are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Back to throw here. That's taken in by Furtzer. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They run it again with Kamara. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 120 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 3rd down, but they are in field goal range already. On the ground, Kamara. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame.
And his kick here is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Jones. His throw incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Jones. Forced. Jones hit and the ball's out. It's picked up by the Broncos. And this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room, where they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Jones. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. J.J. Watt in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Here's Jones. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Well, this is getting close to a no-win situation now. They've got one final shot. They're on their end of the field, and it's 4th and long. This might require a little extra razzle-dazzle to get it done.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. It's picked up by the Broncos. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play,